An acquaintance recently highlighted a glaring issue in Inc. magazine: why critiquing personalities in performance reviews is a problem. Let's be clear. If you're focusing on someone's personality traits rather than their actual performance, you're missing the mark. Not only is this type of feedback unhelpful, but it can also drive your best employees away. Performance reviews should be about improvement, growth, and actionable feedback. When you critique someone based on traits like being too nice, abrasive, or too opinionated, you aren't equipping them with the tools they need to succeed. You're simply creating confusion. A recent study revealed that personality-based feedback is a widespread issue. According to the findings, a significant portion of high-performing employees, especially women, receive feedback focused on their personalities rather than their performance. While 88% of high-performing women were given personality-based feedback, only 12% of high-performing men received the same. But this isn't just about gender. It points to a larger issue within performance reviews overall. When managers use terms like nice, collaborative, or helpful, they fail to provide employees with clear, actionable insights. These are traits, not actions. More importantly, they don't directly correlate to job performance or offer guidance on how someone can improve. Instead of helping employees understand what they need to do differently, this type of feedback leaves them with vague, unhelpful comments that could mean anything. Let's think about this for a moment. What does being collaborative even mean? Does it mean working well with others, or does it imply agreeing with everyone, even when you don't believe in what they're saying? And what about being nice? That's not something you can measure in the context of workplace performance. Does being nice mean avoiding constructive criticism? Does it mean being overly polite to the point of avoiding difficult but necessary conversations? It's hard to say, right? These traits aren't specific behaviors. They're vague terms that can mean different things to different people. The issue doesn't stop at confusing feedback. It also fails to address real areas for employee growth. Instead of saying you're too nice, offer feedback that focuses on the behavior you want to address. For instance, you've been hesitant to provide constructive criticism during meetings, which means some key issues are not being addressed. This feedback is specific, actionable, and provides a clear path for improvement. Now, let's revisit the gender dynamics for a moment. While personality-based feedback affects everyone, it's particularly damaging to women in the workplace. Women are more likely to receive feedback that aligns with outdated stereotypes, such as being too nice or too emotional. These labels are not only inaccurate, but also harmful, as they fail to recognize the true competencies and skills women bring to the table. Women are often critiqued for their collaborative nature, while their male counterparts are more likely to be praised for being decisive or strong leaders. This biased feedback not only stifles individual growth, but also reinforces gender stereotypes that hinder women's professional advancement. Zooming out to the bigger picture, if you can't clearly describe a behavior, don't include it in feedback. Avoid using abstract terms like helpful or too opinionated. These labels don't drive results. Instead, focus on specific behaviors. For example, rather than labeling someone as abrasive, say, you've interrupted colleagues in meetings and cut off discussions before others have had a chance to fully express their ideas. Now that's feedback someone can understand and act upon. Why does this matter? Because employees who receive specific, actionable feedback are more likely to stay engaged and productive. Research shows that employees who received high-quality feedback were less likely to quit. Conversely, those who received low-quality feedback, like vague personality critiques, were 63% more likely to leave within the next year. That's a staggering statistic. If you want to retain top talent and foster a culture of growth, it's time to stop focusing on personality traits and start prioritizing actions, results, and specific behaviors. Before you finalize those year-end reviews, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself a few important questions. Are you providing clear feedback that will help employees grow? Are you relying on vague personality critiques that don't lead to improvement? Your feedback should serve as a tool for growth, not a roadblock. When employees receive specific, actionable feedback on how they can improve, they gain a clear roadmap to success. In contrast, ambiguous personality critiques leave them in the dark. Providing personality-based feedback does a disservice to both your employees and your organization. It might feel like a quick and easy way to evaluate performance, but in reality, it undermines the entire review process, making it less impactful. Be specific, be actionable, and above all, stop critiquing personality traits that don't drive results. Focus on the behaviors that truly matter, and you'll see both your employees and your organization thrive.